Hi, I'm majoring in business, and this is my audience. Today in the speech, I'm going to share with you a little bit about my life and the reasons that have shaped me to the person I am today. To start off, I just want to say everybody in life goes through struggles and hard times. However, I'm here to tell you that life is what you make out of it. Some of your most valuable and memorable moments can be built strictly on blood, sweat, and tears, and these are the true moments that you carry with you for the rest of your life. And the greatest strength that you have is yourself. A lot of times people tend to forget how much we can actually do for ourselves, but I'm also here to remind you that we're all a little bit stronger than we think we are sometimes. I'll be talking about my family history and my background, some of my athletic accomplishments and achievements, and I'll also be discussing some tools I utilize to help remind myself that I am my greatest strength when I'm having a hard time. As you'll get to know me, you'll know all the various influences that have shaped me to who I am today. To dive into my family background, my mom was born in Black Duck, Minnesota. She grew up on the farm and also had her two older brothers with her. My dad was born in Pulaski, Wisconsin. He also grew up on a farm and he had an older sister. Together they had my sister and I. My older sister is a year and 2 months apart. And unfortunately, they did separate, and we have had a pretty divided family ever since. And some things that I used to do to help get me out of those tough times was cheerleading. And moving into my athletic accomplishments, one of my greatest accomplishments was being in competitive cheer for 7 years. Before competitive cheer, I did soccer, dance, gymnastics, and then finally cheer. I cheered for the academic level and also for the All-Stars. And one of my greatest moments in cheerleading was competing in the D2 Summit competition that's held in Orlando, Florida every year. I competed in 2023 and I'm super grateful to have been a part of that experience. And finally, last but not least, some tools that I help utilize to remind myself that I am my greatest strength is I will like to do any type of arts and crafts such as color, draw, bracelet making, paint, anything like that always helps relieve any type of stress or frustration that you might have on your mind. Something else that is also really helpful is being active, going for hikes, walks, workout classes. Anything like that is also really helpful and relieves any type of stress you might have. And finally, self-reflecting, such as journaling, is another great way to show gratitude of the things you already have and to not stress about things that are out of control in your life. And after many wins and losses, I'm nothing more than just a human, like a stranger down the street. And throughout my life, I've had many wins and successes, but I've also had difficult periods and hard time navigating through them. And as many of you now know my story today, every influence has entirely shaped me to who I am today. With you, I discussed my family background and my family story. I've discussed with you my athletic accomplishments and achievements, and I've also discussed with you some tools that I help utilize if I'm ever in a bad time or a dark moment. And I just want to remind anyone that if they ever feel stuck in life, always know that only you can make the change that you wish to see. Thank you so much. This is my audience again.